Alright, hello ladies and gentlemen, I'm the Curious Con Man, and today we're playing Hearts of Iron 4, and you may notice something. No mods. No mods at all. And that's because we are in vanilla Hearts of Iron 4. Yes, what does vanilla mean? It means Iron Man mode is on. What does Iron Man mode mean? That means that we can get achievements. And so, to prove how amazing I am at Hearts of Iron 4, we're going to be playing as the fabulous country of Yugoslavia in Hearts of Iron 4, of course. And getting all the achievements that you can get as Yugoslavia.
What am I doing with my life?
Except for maybe the child fighting child one of Bulgaria and Yugoslavia, because Bulgaria probably isn't going to go for the child, which is going to be annoying. But hey, 3 out of 4 is good enough. And now, to get all the Yugoslavia achievements, we are going to go with a Western focus. Now, you may ask, Yugoslavia achievements, what could there possibly be? Well, for Yugoslavia, we have Yugoslavia, which is the big one. Have a bite of all my neighbors. Particularly the scary one is Austria, which Germany would of course like to gobble up. And among that, we also have Peter II, which is obviously what I'm going for. Start World War II, which is what I'm obviously going to go for. And Yugoslavia be at war. Or actually, the child. And then finally, establish an autonomous region of Transylvania, have it own all Romanian cores, which, you know, that might actually be the hardest one, because I need a bite out of Romania, but I need to have Transylvania own all Romania. It's a whole thing. Oh, man. The moments like this, I'm glad that I do not have historical focuses on, because that is a godsend. I get to have Austria for free. How wonderful. And, of course, I need to go for... Actually, hopefully guaranteed. I just need to wait till that glorious 50% world tension, because, yay, I'm quote-unquote not aligned, where all the other ideologies are just chucked in there, right? Anarchist, monarchist, same thing. Oh boy, this is really getting ahistorical here, if I have to say so myself. That I do want to do an achievement run, just because, you know, I've been doing mods so long. I feel like I really need to prove that, you know, I can show you a couple skills, a couple tips and tricks I've learned from my 1,700 plus hours of Hearts of Iron 4. Quote me on that. You can check my Steam profile. In terms of, Italy, of course, won. Hey, that's a new record, probably. Croatian opposition, Macedonian opposition, Slovenian, of course, having all these different peoples under one banner can be sometimes difficult for your small brains, but eventually we can teach you how to actually tolerate each other and maybe be less racist. Don't worry, our glorious country of Yugoslavia is finally learning what trucks are. Suspension. We don't need that. Simplify the process, the better. Now, to make sure we are actually at our full strength, I'm going to select all of our infantry divisions and consolidate. So now they'll all mix. We'll have less divisions, sure, but they'll be at the max possible strength they can be, which I mean, you know, more bang for our buck. Maybe it's the wrong choice here because it's more about individual guys and such, but I wanted to press that button. Oh yes, limited self-government for the Slovenes. Boom. They now exist as an independent country, of course, without a leader portrait. What could you have expected? So I suppose we have to get a little bit more frisky and a little bit more divided, if you get what I'm trying to say. Researching a couple fighters, and of course still training ourselves up. Maybe we could do that less on the Austrian border and more near our capital and such. And of course we're going to release a united Croatia, because I need all the militia units I can get, and we are just one step closer to dissolving Yugoslavia to whatever we wanted to do. Right, Prince Paul II. Oh, Croatia, love those guys. Oh, and if you'll notice, we have a lot more pressing matters to attend to as well, particularly because Eastern Europe is a mess. Hasn't been already. I just find it funny that the Soviets, you're getting luckier, Stalin. That's a pretty big faction you got there. Which is funny that the Estonians really the ones with the support for communism. But you know what? Never mind. We have a wonderful Polish Union. Dude really looks like Mikhail Gorbachev, but except minus the birthmark. I haven't actually checked out Poland's folk history, so I suppose organize the peasant strike. You can either go communist, or go democratic. Peasants can tend to be peasants, you get the idea, and eventually press for Liberia. You really had to go this far? Okay, You could do colonial ambitions. Don't worry. King Peter, he has colonial ambitions, and he'll get Liberia if it's the last thing he does. I'm going to make just a roundabout thing, just because we eventually need a artillery division. Of course, train one of those eventually, once these guys have finally popped out. A bit low on the whole artillery thing. I finally got a factory producing those, so yay. There's really no tungsten in the entirety of Yugoslavia. Are you kidding me? Sorry to all you Vicky stands out there, but Zari, the Kaiserin, I said sorry, my bad. Kaiserin Victoria is not happening. The Hindenburg Tiny sadly blew up, which is a shame because if not for that, I would probably be chilling riding around in a blimp right now. How awesome would that have been? But alas, no blimps for us. Don't worry, we have a Bosnia and Herzegovina split, so you know we don't have anything. This is getting a mess. Well, the bell tolls for Spain from the looks of it, but that communism is a bit unsettling. Of course, we now have all the possible independent people we could possibly want, which is way too many, and it could have been more. I could have split Croatia up, but I decided against that. Probably should have, because now I'm just going to wait a little in the hopes that some of these guys do construction efforts, as they can see, or build their own civilian factories, because if they do, well, that's all the more happy for me, because when I eventually reunite the crown, it'll be all the grander. For now, I should probably focus on maybe getting right here so I can get a civilian factory back from that tungsten. Now, fun fact, the last decision here, reunite the kingdoms, is in fact bugged. You annex and you give cores, but all your puppets, it's not these guys. So if I perhaps went to war with Bulgaria, Romania, or Hungary, or Austria right now, what would happen is that I would annex them and I'd gain their cores. But of course, I'm not going to do that because, well, I don't even have the justification to do so. But maybe we'll go over 50 by the time I finish up getting to maybe this research slot as I want to. We're not the worst position in the world because we still have the same amount of factories. Probably could wish for maybe one more civilian factory instead. Who knows? We're pretty split up at the moment. Italy is, I don't know, being Italy, but Germany is getting frisky up in here because they are, I think you can tell, yes, revive the Kaiserreich. So we're gonna see something fancy with that. Oh, that actually surprised me. I did not see that coming. The Soviet Union has decided to split. And well, Estonia and Lithuania find themselves on the wrong side of said split. Now, it's Ivan Smirnov here, but he is Liberian Lenin. Siberian Lenin. Liberian Lenin. He's actually kind of one of the weaker left-wing people you can get. And I don't know about this, but they chose the Ukraine start. And I know it's strong, but I got a feeling they're not particularly going to win this war. Now, only if Italy could go through a compromising civil war, that would just be lovely. Oh, oh, no. Okay, actually, no, this isn't as bad as I thought. Sorry. You'd think Pact of Rome, Italy would be in it. We do have claims, unfortunately, but that's expected to happen, I have to say. So after the civilian industry, I just wanted the civilian factories. We're going to quickly rush down to reunite the kingdoms because we're obviously not going to get 50% world tension to go on justifying anything and do the crazy strats or whatever. Besides, we don't need to cheese the game. We're good enough already. I'm kind of limited in what I can be doing, simply because I don't have many factories and I'm not aligned. But it's not the worst thing in the world to be afraid of, because we're getting some guys out. Now, I don't particularly have any set mind and goal with these units, but my hope is that I can kind of simply outplay my smaller guys. It might be worthwhile actually to maybe go for some light tanks. I know they're not particularly strong, but I am trying to put on some fighters, as you can see. Kind of a bit hard when you're running out of every single material type possible. I'll go ahead and switch out that one. It sucks, but you know, we don't exactly have a lot to go with here. The game froze for like a minute and then finally unpause to Canada seeking partition, and Ivan Smirnov is the leader of the USSR, or if you hover over it. Usually it has like a much longer silly name or something, but oh well. Siberian Lenin. How this game really just hates me at this point. I'm gonna need help from, I would say, the Allies, but the Allies are looks like I'm teaming up with the one person I didn't want to. Okay, so I'm getting a little nervous about people being surrounded by me. Romania is just guaranteed by France, Soviet Union, and they're going to turn communist soon. If I justify, France is going to come in and swoop right down. So what my plan is that I'm slowly going to turn democratic. Justify, perhaps join France's faction if they have one at that point. Create. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are at the point where it is time to start getting frisky on the disky. So, at least I have a wonderful 12, actually pretty good divisions that I had myself. So I wouldn't say that we're in the worst position in the world, but it is going to start getting a bit scary. I think we are guaranteed by France and Romania. So we just have to hold out a little bit longer, if you get what I'm trying to say. And Germany is at war with who? Japan. That's splendid. Why is China guaranteed by Germany? It is. Okay, splendid. Well, I got a feeling I'm going to try to join in on that. Perhaps get buddy-buddy with Germany. Because, well, I'm guaranteed by France and Romania. If I get Germany in, that might just be enough to crush these guys where they stand. And, oh, we got the achievement in the bottom corner. Peter II. Splendiful. Now, he is a bit young. Yes, he is. But that's not what matters here. What matters is that he can lead our bright young nation to a glorious future. You see, we're about to get curb stomped. But my hopes is that maybe we won't be able to particularly go. Probably you should go communist or fascist for Yugoslavia. But we do have Peter, and I will try to make Yugoslavia as glorious and as big as possible. And it looks like hopefully the Germans form that faction sooner rather than later. Oh, no. Oh, that sucks. They're still justifying. Okay, well, this certainly shakes things up. Britain is now friends with Italy, and Hungary and Austria are alone. Now, I could easily take these guys out, like really easily. But of course, well, it might make sense to. I don't want to make tension, because then France would hate me more. But perhaps I'm gonna have to think about this one, because I'm kind of running out of factions to be friends with here. Hungary isn't exactly thrilled to let me join, so this is getting concerned. Oh, hi, Landon. The what? Join the. No. Why? Okay. Well, that throws yet another wrench in my plan, and yet another just a series of wrenches being thrown at me. Goodness gracious. Okay, well, one war to worry about at a time, I guess. Now, Italy's going to be coming in approximately 4 days, and I'm sure I've had ample time to prepare, and, oh, see, that's great. I'll get right at the limit so I can get that efficiency and growth that I wanted just before, see, voila. Now they've finished. Now we lie in wait for them to pop off. There, okay, that didn't take too long now, did it? Now this is a bit concerning, so I might want to throw these guys down here. Shit, that's a lot concerning. You know, that'd be really funny if I could join. But alas, they won't, because well, ladies and gentlemen, it looks like we are going to be turning Democrat. All right, one naval invasion defeated, so Italy just took a bunch of casualties, and now I'm mobilizing my army to finally knock out this punch here. My hopes is that maybe I could trap these guys. Yeah, oh. I can barely tell what's going on. Now, I don't think I have any hopes for green air. Well, kind of close. I'm actually kind of surprisingly close. We'll see. We'll see what we can do. Hopefully, something. Anything. Oh, what did I say? Encirclement down. Oh, you gonna cry? Is someone just so utterly distraught in every possible way? Oh, Mussolini, really? You really let that one get to you, didn't you? The question is, can I break? I didn't think so. They have the, it's mountains, right? Hills, close enough. They're tiny mountains. Mania. So just to make sure we get all the guys that we needed to, you know, that kind of deal, that kind of show. You know, that would be really funny if I could. That's probably a horrible idea in every possible way, but just maybe. Oh, come on, you guys can't put your backs into it. These guys can. Yeah, I recognize that we have a lot of. Good question. Well, it's official. Zog is. Oops. Well, time to. Let's quickly just crush that as soon as possible. I get a lot of diplomatic protests. Why not be mean? You know what? I chose to be petty today, because this isn't particularly going my way. I don't know. I'm just looking for a fun HOI4 game at this point. Not exactly achievement hunting. I know we're going to eventually fail, but we got one achievement. We got the Peter achievement, so, you know, not exactly crying. Maybe the inside a little, but... Well, the proud Kosovoan division is finally decided. It's time to destroy Albania, which has now occurred, which is splendid. Yugoslavia is already looking better already. Just a couple steps closer. So here's what I'm thinking. I was just thinking about it. I'm going to try the justify, then turn democratic, then join America. Right? Now, hear me out. Then, Romania doesn't happen to be in anything. France is in the American Union. How splendid. So I am going to flip communist, so that eventually I can go to war for Bulgaria. I know communist and communist, but still, all the might of the American war machine behind me. I mean, and I only need to take one province. Now, it might be a long run, but hey, whoever said HOI4 was easy. Oh, and we have broken through. How wonderful. So I highly doubt we're going to make more movements per se, but well, actually, let's fall back right there. That's probably going to be a better idea. Oh, it's something. It's progress, my friend. I just need a couple thousand dead men at the table, and I can say that I've fought. All right, rise and shine, democracy. Wonderful. Same guy, same flair, same war justification. Goodness gracious. Okay, now politely, I'm gonna ask Alf Landon if I can join. And it's a resounding yes. So now that is ahead, we have started to justify on Austria and started to justify on Romania. And look at that. We might go to war with Czechoslovakia, which is a shame, but at least we won't go to war with France. And of course, once America fully mobilizes and gets off their arse, well, I'm just gonna say that we're gonna be carried to victory here. Now this is what a wholesome redemption story for Yugoslavia here. King Peter II talks about Romanians' huge speech. This, you know, what, 14-year-old trying to give a speech there. I think he's 16 or 17 right now, and in 1941 I believe he comes of age. Don't quote me on that, however. I'm just probing. I don't really have anything overwhelming firepower to break. I don't have tanks. The closest I have to tanks are just infantry and then artillery divisions, so you know, they're even weak at best there. But hey, this actually, given a little force attack and perhaps a little requisitioning of other forces, could very well break, which would just be wonderful. Whew. Well, hey, I consider that. Ooh, that's pretty good there. Pretty good KD ratio, might I say. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, finally I get to arrive at a wonderful new thrilling conclusion. The Yugoslav Confederation has decided to fully incorporate the territories of Austria and Hungary into a lovely little confederation. You would love to help. Oh, I'm just so blessed at this. And of course, to finally take out Greece and Bulgaria So we're justifying on Romania. That'll be done soon. I'll go to war with them. And then we have to beat the USSR. But it shouldn't be the worst war in the world. Because... Okay, well, what am I supposed to do with this, France? I mean, sure, we got the USA on our side, but Germany and... God, goodness gracious. Okay, at least... Okay. Well, we'll first worry about this, and then we'll get to there. Oh, what? They fall like a house of cards. Sorry, Horthy. Hey, you can happily be an admiral under thine. You're a regent. You wanted a king. Well, here you are. He's 14 and he's single. This is mildly concerning. Oh, you'll be hard pressed to find, Horthy, that the land is as able to be mastered as the sea. Well, because I am the master of the land here, just like Napoleon was. And he wasn't the master of the sea, I'll tell you that. That's for sure. For real sure. Can you just go to war with each other already, for God's sakes? Mwah! It's Iron Man mode, and it's beautiful, I dare say, my friends. Oh, crap, we got pushed back. That's concerning. Well, I believe it's time to requisition additional fort production lines. Yes, once we capitulate Hungary, we should have enough forces to muster in defense until maybe America could help out. Mexico, welcome to the club. Oh, wonderful. I've capitulated Hungary, and I did it all by myself. So, America, if you could just... I'm kind of anxious that they're going to do something completely, utterly obnoxious and silly. Oh, thank goodness. They did not. You know why? Because they didn't help. It's all mine. Voila. So, that's... Well... It's good. It's good business. Good. And we can spread our front line just a bit larger. Wonderful. Maybe I could have puppet take so that when I went to war with them, Czechoslovakia. What is this? I demand to know. Let's just say this is getting a bit more tricky than I'd like it to be, particularly because this is game ending, you know what I mean? I can't just fix this with console commands or some garbage. Oh, goodness gracious. I was doing so well. Oh, man. I think I could come back, though. I can always come back. Oh, I'm doing my part in killing encircled Italians and taking their World War I rifles for all that I can get. I did my fair share of the help, but it looks like the 4th International is coming to sweep up the remain. Now, I do regret to inform you that it looks as though Yugoslavia is quite impossible for my start, particularly because I chose to stay not aligned, which did not allow me to do early war goals or any such shenanigans. So, unfortunately, yikes. We got Peter though, and he's gonna get up there in age. So you just wait. We're democratic, we're huge, and hopefully this horrible war will come to an end, and I can show my Yugoslav dominance. Oh, and ascended to the throne long before his time by the dire circumstances of the global conflict, King Peter II is the last come of age and proved himself to be a wise and competent leader, the heir of proper age on the throne. People of the Yugoslav Confederation have at least gained a symbol of their national identity to rally behind and fight for. Look at him. He aged right up. A legitimate heir. What a striking young man. So be happy, because you got Vienna, Budapest, Venice, and a couple more rivers. And, a bustling young economy of 80 wonderful factories, which honestly is not as bad as I thought. I got to check out the Yugoslav focus tree because it's been quite a while since I've played Yugoslavia, and oh goodness me, I get to do the coronation. How wonderful. I don't care about coastal defense. I want to see what this is all about. Voila, coronation, yada yada, religious diversity, yippee, 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 and okay. Well, hasn't gone as well as I expected, but I do enjoy the gains he made. It's just a quick little video because I have a, as you probably already know, a project I'm working on, a multiplayer roleplay game that you participate in my Discord, which already has like 25 people, so we're kind of filling up real fast. But the point of the matter is that there's lots of stuff to do in that, and I've been working very hard on this, so even taking the time out of my day to make, sit down for good 5. Oh, goodness gracious. Couple hours is a lot. I got stuff in life. So, well, thank you so much for watching. I'm going to try to capitulate Italy first, but it appears as though I'm at a stalemate, I must say. But I might leave my attempt. I got 1 achievement. I got Yugoslavia. I had booting them up. What can I say? Show little things. And obviously this didn't work out. But thank you so much for watching. I'm so sorry this has been quite a terrible video. But I hope that my next one is going to be huge and better. I would like to take the time to personally thank all of my patrons. Aaron Moon Unit, Moonwalking Roosevelt, Tronathan, and 9. Thank you so much for watching. And thank you so much to these patrons who support me and my channel. I hope my content keeps getting better and better. And stay fabulous. Wish you all a wonderful evening.